Online video is one of the biggest revolutions of our time. The ability to communicate, engage, entertain, educate, and increase productivity through audiovisual stimulation is transforming the world as we know it. Everything now comes to us at 30 frames a second.
Today, online video accounts for 50% of internet traffic and 60% of mobile traffic. And you know what? We've just scratched the surface.
Video is now becoming part of everything we do. The way that we learn, the way that we meet people, the way that we get entertained. Today there's a new promise in town. There's a promise for every company to become a media company. And Kaltura is making good on that promise.
That's right. And today, Kaltura is the leading online video platform.
When people ask me what differentiates Kaltura, I give the example of Lego. Video is not a certain application that you could use only one way. You need to use it differently across different environments. That's what Kaltura provides you. A flexible Lego-like infrastructure that you can use differently in different circumstances.
Kaltura is structured differently than other companies.
We understand that each of our customers requires a slightly different solution, one that can be customized to integrate closely with their own offerings.
By now we have great off-the-shelf products that answer 90% of our customers' needs. And for the remaining 10%, we have amazing APIs that allow us to make all of their wishes come true.
When we're creating the next generation of our products, we look to our customers, but also our employees, our partners, for inspiration.
Kaltura is an open platform. This means that our customers and partners are a constant source of inspiration for us.
What I get out of it every day is being able to see the behind the scenes of how a customer is set up. In between the sale and the actual invoicing is the whole project management aspect of it.
You have the opportunity to work with really a variety of businesses from all different sizes, from the Fortune 100 type of companies until organizations that just have a singular website.
There's a very open and modest approach at Kaltura. It's not about being the smartest people in the room, it's about being the glue that holds everything together. I think that the community at Kaltura is one of the most inspiring and collaborative, fun communities that I've had the pleasure of working with.
With Kaltura Exchange, for example, we tell developers, you have a great product, we have great infrastructure and customers. How can you offer innovative video applications on top of the core work that we've done?
Kaltura's initial focus was on empowering end users in the creation and collaboration of rich media content. We then realized that the challenge is much greater and that there are needed tools for media management, publishing, distribution, monetization, analytics. As the means for producing video have become more widely available, we see that not only media companies are adopting our platform, but also enterprises and education institutions and their students, faculty, and employees. Video is everywhere. And likewise for the developer community, there are many more developers who are familiar with video technology and video software who are helping develop and expand our platform.
We started the company in 2006. We were all serial entrepreneurs that had seen success before. But what worked for us for the last 6 years is that we always remember to check our ego at the door. We learned that we can be friends first and business people second.
When you come to think about it, we have invested more than 100 many years in writing the code. It's almost hard to believe that we've done that in only 6 years.
So where do we go from here? The future of online media and entertainment is largely about creating content experiences, taking it from a monologue to a dialogue and allowing users to interact with that content and dance with that content. And with the proliferation of devices and connectivity, media reaches people anywhere, anytime, across the globe.
And in the case of education, when we're trying to define the collaborative learning environment and what that encompasses, by the inclusion of video, educators are allowing students and faculty to have a more personalized learning experience. Creating video assignments, you're using a medium that people already know and love, and it just makes learning a lot more fun.
When it comes to enterprises, they realize they need better tools to empower employees and share knowledge, and video is becoming a key way to do so.
In addition to our already established US and Israel-based offices, our thriving London-based office is supporting an international expansion that sees customers launching with Kaltura every day, whether it be in Latin America, Europe, Asia, or across the world.
I'm really excited about the acceptance of media space because it's obvious that there's a real need in education and in enterprises to take video and actually work with it. And when you talk to people, they kind of see the product and it clicks. They realize that they can use it for this and that and this.
I think what's special about Kaltura is basically every customer, regardless of the industry, can use our platform and build their own applications and their own solution.
Proud of our company's HR and revenues, which have been going like this. And the birth rate, which has been going like this. How do people find the time?
So this is Kaltura, the people and the products. Open, flexible, collaborative, giving back to the community, doing good and doing well. Join us in a 30 frames a second journey to harness the power of online video. It only starts with one frame.